Good evening, Table Warriors, and welcome to another episode of Toil and Trouble. Where we last left off, our adventurers had just reached their next, part of the saga, as it were. You've entered the jungle, and you were held up by the apelings, the monkey folk.
Oh, they're so cute.
They are adorable. Not really, they're terrifying. But anyway, so we'll go ahead.
Spears, and they're pointing them at us.
They are definitely pointing them at you. All right, so we'll introduce ourselves, starting with you.
Hi,
please.
I'm KDM. I'm going to be playing Lily Thorn, the Warlock of the Ancient Faith.
I'm Critical Failing, and I am playing the Roguish Druid, half elf, and yeah, tanking.
That's it.
I'm Legends of Sparta, playing the Shadow Elf Warlock. Not really much to go with for that.
I'm Ed, and I'm playing our Satyr Bard, and the one and only Fluff Master.
It's important. Also, this pencil I have smells like cinnamon. And it's just wonderful, and it's putting me in a very good mood.
Look at live.
It's just like, maybe you'll live, maybe you won't. I don't know. This pencil will decide. So, you had entered the jungle, and you were attempting to find where you thought this Anis hag might be. As I remember, you climbed up a tree, and you kind of scouted out the land a little bit. You realized that the temple was closer than you thought until you realized it was gigantic, and you realized it was 10 miles away, and you found this little village instead. And now you're being held up by apelings with spears. The apelings are around 4 to 5 feet tall. They're humanoid-like. They're all covered in this reddish fur. They have the face kind of like a baboon with the blue stripes and red noses. They all have spears and long tails, and they're wearing kind of leathery outfits. They're not wearing armor or anything, but they've got clothes on, and they're holding you up.
Who's the leader? Can I see who the leader is?
No, you cannot. Why are you in the jungle?
I wasn't talking. I was just, this is me to the DM.
Well,
Can I see who the leader is?
No, you can't. All of these apelings look very, very similar. I would say you can roll a nature check if you like, though, since you're a drogue.
I'm finally not the shortest.
I mean, how short are you?
I'm 5'2".
5'2".
I'm
I'm gonna
tiniest out
remember
of the
that
party.
for later.
Yeah.
Oh no.
20.
20. You can tell, because you've seen ape type things before, you can tell which of these in the very least is male and female. You can tell the females are a little bit smaller, and they have different kind of markings. You can spot the difference between the two, but as of any kind of markings of rank, you're not sure of. They don't have anything. They're not wearing feathers or beads or jewelry or anything, so it's hard to tell who might be in charge.
So culturally, okay.
I'm gonna lean over. Can you turn into an ape?
That might be racist.
I can, but I think I just insulted them.
Well, you never know.
Who are you, and why are you here?
So we're looking for some giants. We're just trying to see what they're up to. I'm Lily. We didn't mean to stumble upon your village, as per se. We're just trying to head towards the temple.
So you see them sort of talk to each other in their language. It doesn't sound too far off from maybe the language when you hear Rakshasa talk to each other. They have a special weird tiger language. So they have a similar language to that. And then you see one of them leap off the ground and jump up into a tree and swing up into one of the big huts up there. The rest of them do not lower their spears.
Do they feel look agitated or
They look extremely agitated. They look very upset.
Did we interrupt something?
No, you're trespassing.
Yeah, no. Actually, we're wandering entertainers.
I just told them we were adventurers.
Yes, who entertain.
Can I try to? Does it look like the whole group is here, other than the one that left? Like,
Not. It doesn't look like everybody that lives. By the size of this village, you can tell it doesn't look like everybody's here. There are 5 of these guards that are pointing their spears at you, and also you see that there's like some like younger ones, and some of them that look probably that aren't like fighters are up in the trees like watching down at you. But
A cheer.
you know.
Dance or play some music for him or something.
Are
can
you
I try to
sure?
cast
That's
calm
a-
emotions?
Yeah, you can try.
So I believe. They make a charisma saving throw, and they can choose to fail it. Just like centered around like the guards, just try to calm. Like I'm just like, come on, everybody, calm down. We don't want to do anything hasty.
What do I need?
13.
13. So a few of them look like they kind of relax just a little bit, but 2 of the other ones like raise their spears up and they're like, "Ha! No magic!"
Dance.
Just trying to keep everyone
Dance for
calm.
them. Dance, monkey, dance. I mean, sorry, no offense to the monkey thing. Dance. Start playing. Just start
Fine.
You're fine. You're good.
I'm
I'm
getting
gonna
peer
start
pressure.
flipping pebbles at the back of his head.
I'm gonna.
You got mage hand.
I'm
right?
going
Yeah,
to.
I'm pleasing mage hand to flip pebbles
I'm
at the
going
back
to
of his head.
take out my little pan flute and I'm gonna start just playing. See if that.
Okay.
I'm gonna play. Actually, if I can, if they let me play this long, I want to try and use my entrancing performance or my enthralling performance.
Okay.
I need a minute. I don't think that's going to last that long.
No.
No, then I'm not.
You start playing a little bit and then they're like, "Ah, no,
Okay.
no, none of that."
You don't like music?
Casting spells is what I don't like.
He was just playing music.
You think I am a fool?
Yes, he does.
No, I didn't tell you. Why would you cast a spell? Just music. Just entertain them with your music. He's a bard. Do bards even know magic? I don't even think they know magic.
So after a few moments of that, the one that had jumped up into the tree jumps back down, and it raises its hand and kind of like tells the others to lower their spears. And he stands up and he says, "You are not welcome here. However, we will allow you into the jungle under one condition: if you assist us with a problem we're having."
Okay.
Yeah, what's the problem?
Nearby, there is a cave, and inside there are toads that have been spawning and eating too many of the other creatures around in this area. They need to be taken care of.
Okay.
Huh?
Doesn't sound too
hard.
difficult.
Well, good, because you already agreed to it.
Yeah.
So we're apparently doing it.
Well,
You
we
just agreed to it, flat out.
We need to
without
go
knowing.
through the forest
thing you
anyway.
did.
We can help them.
Yeah.
Be
Are
fun.
they still pointing spears at us?
No, they've lowered their spears.
Okay. So you just want us to go frog hunting?
Yes,
How big are these frogs?
very big.
Toad stabbing.
Maybe you can make some friends.
About what direction are these frogs in?
So he sort of points and gives you directions to where the cave is. It's not too far from where you are, but you are going to have to traverse the dangerous jungle to get there.
Is there a shortcut?
There is not. Unless you can climb.
How do we stop these
I can
things
climb.
besides killing them? Is there any to stop them from spawning further?
No, you kill them.
Do you have a map?
Well,
No,
We have a map, right? Of the area?
you have a map.
Can you mark it down? The map?
When you hand him the map, he doesn't look like he knows how to read a map.
Okay, so I'll explain to him kind of. I do. So I'll kind of explain, like, all right, let's get an area of directly, tell me where it is, and I'm going to try and
pointed
identify
that
it on
way.
the map. He pointed that way.
So we go that way.
So use your, we'll
Like-
use survival,
Okay.
and you and him can try to figure out, you can try to explain how the map works to him and get it
Yeah,
marked
and
on the
like
map.
just if you can give me kind of like a clue or direction on where it is so I can mark it on the map.
Bardic
Yeah.
inspiration.
Oh, there's.
You get a if you so want my bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I'm probably going to need that.
It gives you right now at level. It is, I believe, still a D6.
All right.
Actually, no, it's a D8.
No, we're,
I'm
we're not
no,
fit.
sorry. Yeah,
It's
it
still a
was,
D6.
okay.
Good, because I just rolled a 6 on the d6. So.
Hey!
Yeah. So that'd be a 15.
15. Okay, so you figure it out. You kind of like guide him to where you're standing and show him where that is on the map. And then through his pointing and describing things, you sort of figure it out. And it's probably about a few miles through the jungle, but you know you're going to have to go through the
How long
brush.
does this take? Can I take a short rest while he's trying to explain to the monkey man how to read
I
a
mean,
map?
if you want to.
So yeah, I'm gonna sit down on the ground and just pet the cat and wait.
Okay.
And what about that giant temple?
We do not go there. It's forbidden.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. There's like a hag and there's a bunch of...
Yes.
It's huge.
Very
Do you
dangerous.
know like where it is or why it's forbidden? What do you know about it?
That is where the hag lives with her giants. And we just do not go there. It's been many years since anybody has gone in that temple.
Because the hag forbade it?
Yes.
Can you tell me where that is?
Well, and he gives you the same, like he figures out with the map with you and shows you, like, it's exactly where you know it is. It's that big,
Okay.
giant temple that
Okay.
is huge despite being so far away.
Okay. Okay. And while he's there, does he have any items on him?
Who, this guy? I mean, not really. They have like bags of like what you assume might be like some kind of rations. They've got like everybody's got similar like outfits on. He's just got like a spear. Otherwise, he doesn't really have like stuff.
Nothing worth stealing then.
Not really.
Steal his clothes.
I mean, you don't want to. He's a monkey.
He's probably not wearing pants, so I can't steal his pants. Steal his shirt.
He is
Sure.
wearing pants. They're all wearing pants.
Oh, they're all wearing pants?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna steal his pants.
I'm sure that will go really well. I'm sure they would really like that. I'm sure they'd really like it if you were literally stealing the clothes off their backs.
Well, I would be successful at it. I mean, I'm good at it. I'm
think-
good at stealing stuff.
It'd be just
With
like
like
Skyrim.
20 people watching you.
Potentially, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm preparing to run now in case he implements this plan.
There's nothing worth stealing. I'm not gonna steal a bunch of like nuts and berries. I can find that in the woods.
Okay. So
May
they,
we proceed now?
Sure.
All right.
Let's go.
I say as we go, we should at least keep an eye out for anything hostile that might hit us.
Can I have my familiar go invisible and scout around us?
yeah, if you want to. Are
So,
you
yeah.
going into the jungle? I was
That's
gonna say
what.
the
Yeah,
woods.
we're
but-
heading to the thing.
Okay. So you begin your trek into the the jungle. As soon as you leave this like opening area, the clearing, you realize like how dark this jungle really is. Like the canopy is so dense up here that it's like almost nighttime down in this area. There's lots of like vines. The ground is kind of damp. There's lots of thick underbrush everywhere. There's fallen trees that are blocking the path. Like it's extremely like dangerous in this area.
Good thing we all have dark vision.
Yeah, it helps. You need it. There's the sounds of like bugs flying around. You hear birds. You hear like chattering monkeys somewhere. Not those the apelings, but some actual monkeys. All kinds of good stuff. Occasionally like the hiss of some kind of snake.
I'll take a second to ritual cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
So if we come across any, I can be like, stop,
Hey.
stop.
Just like a frog, and he's like, hey. What's going on?
Yeah, what you doing?
It's just being a frog.
Yeah.
So you
Well, we were hopping to meet you. No, sorry.
Only the bear puns.
Okay.
Nope,
The bear puns were the best.
Hopping to meet you. My God. Okay, so you continue through the jungle for a ways. And you're doing pretty good. Not having a too hard of a time. Until, well, actually, what's your marching order? Who's going first? Who's going where?
He's
Oh
the leader.
wow, that's right.
You're the one that talks the most. You get to go first.
Yeah, but I'm not good at it. No one
But you
likes
still
me.
talk the most, so you're gonna have to go first. That's why we want you to go first.
Oh.
That changes nothing. that changes nothing in the situation.
Okay, well then I'm gonna kind of move on ahead.
Okay.
Kind of like get out just maybe around a little bend, around a tree, out of sight, and then I'm going to see. Do I want to turn into a beastie right now? I think I want to turn into a beastie. I'm going to. No, I'm just going to roll stealth.
Okay. Roll your stuff.
I'm just going to be like, kind of like, get off the. Because are we walking along a path?
No, there is no path.
Oh, so we're just kind of like foraging?
You're just foraging. You're just making your way. It's
Yeah,
dangerous.
so I'm going to kind of get ahead of them, out of sight, and just kind of like forage a little bit.
Disappear into the underbrush.
Yeah, but
Okay.
at the same time, if they get too far behind or start to lose track, I'll just kind of leave a marking or a notice on a tree or something.
Oh, just a whole note, like, I went this way.
Yeah. Not only they would recognize.
I just like the idea of a whole note, like you have a notepad and you're just like, I went this way. Like a sticky note, post it. Like,
We've
no.
lost our guide. He has the map.
Yeah, but he took 20 minutes, long enough for me to take a short rest trying to get a monkey to point him out in the map when the monkey pointed us to go this way.
I'm being 20 points of stealthy.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I need you to roll a perception though.
Oh, yeah. I'm good at that. I'm even better at
can't roll
perception.
that.
Should I do that for the cat?
Hmm?
So
Oh
the
yeah, the
cat's-
cat's scouting too. Yeah.
Oh no.
I just remembered to use a bardic inspiration, so.
13.
Should remember that.
Only
You
10.
see something up ahead of you. Your cat does not.
No,
You
okay.
do though, and it's kind of off-putting when you look at it. You're not really
Putting?
sure what it is, but it's like there's a vine up there, but it also looks like the vine is like swaying in a weird way, and there's no like wind down here.
I mean, so it's. It looks like a vine swaying like maybe a tail.
I'm not sure.
Like, how long is this vine?
It looks like it's a pretty long vine.
About how far away is it?
It's up like above you, and it's probably about like 20 feet in front of you, and it's like up in a tree.
Okay, does it seem to have noticed me?
I mean, you're not sure. I mean, it's a vine, so.
That I can tell it's a vine.
I mean, it does. You're not sure. You don't know if it's noticed you or not. You just know it's up there, and you're looking at it like, what is that?
About how far back are these guys?
I don't know. How close were you trying to follow him?
No, he disappeared, so I guess we're just
walking.
Yeah, we're just still
Just
going.
wandering. Well, how fast do you think you were going? Were you trying to go quickly? Or you
No,
trying
I
to-
was going about half speed because I'm being stealthy.
Stealthy, yeah, so like 15.
Okay. So then you guys are probably like
Probably run on top of each other, like
stealth is doing real good.
just kind of like reach out and be like,
Aren't you an animal?
No, he's
No,
a he's
you're
a
a
human.
severe person?
He's still person.
"Do you know what this means?"
I could probably use Mage Hand to tug on it.
If he
Yeah.
points it, if he points it out, and I can see it. If he's pointing out and I can see it, can I try and identify what it is?
Yeah, you can try. You can roll your perception.
Can I
to
give
see.
myself a bardic inspiration?
I don't think you. Well, I don't know.
Oh, I'll
I don't think you can.
I think I can only give it to other people.
Guidance.
It's a
Okay.
D4.
He gave you guidance. We're being quiet.
That is a 13. And guidance is a D4, right?
Yeah.
That is a 15 on the die and that is a total of 18.
18. Okay. So you see, like, not only is this thing swaying, you see that it's starting to, like, go up and, like, you follow it and you see that it goes, like, around a branch and then it, like, goes down this way. And you realize, like, it's coming around a tree that's near you guys. It's leading that way. It's long.
Is it within Mage Hand reach?
I mean, probably. Mage-Hand has a pretty big reach, doesn't it? I think
It's
it
like
does.
30 feet.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna point that out and be like, yeah.
and I'm gonna back up away from what he just pointed out if it's coming around the tree near us.
Okay.
and kind of like get some vision and just keep an eye on it and see what's gonna. Because it sounds like that thing's coming to sneak up and grab us. So I'm just gonna back away and keep an eye on her.
Can I just use Mage Hand to reach out and tug it?
Okay. So you go and you pull on the end of it, and like exactly the same time. What's your AC?
13.
13. At exactly the same time, a huge snake mouth just goes onto you from around the tree. And you take, well, 16 points of damage
Oh, I don't think.
as it just right under your body.
Oh, I forgot that I was supposed to take cure. Oh wait, no, I can change. I can change my spells, but I didn't.
Everybody roll initiative. That was my favorite thing I've ever heard anybody say ever. Oh no, I was supposed to take cure. And I'm like, ah.
Sorry, I can't heal you. I guess you're
I
gonna
have
die
healing
now.
word still.
I have a couple of healing potions I was saving to help my friends. But
Artier.
screw you guys.
That was a 12 plus as 15.
15. Sirach.
10.
10.
A good old.
Tucker.
16.
Okay.
19.
And then Lily got
19.
19.
No, sorry. 18.
18. And then the snake. Good old snake boy.
Do I get a reaction to it biting me? Or?
Yeah, you can use your
Hellish
Hellish
Rebuke.
Rebuke, yeah. I'm sure that's what you want to do, so
Yeah.
you sure can.
So it has to make a dex save.
Okay. What do I need?
I believe 13.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Still
Still takes half.
Yeah, it's still damage. It's not a bad idea.
16 fire damage.
Okay.
And I get all fiery for a minute.
Okay. All right, so actually we then start with you. Actually, what's your dex?
My dex?
Yeah, your dex modifier.
2. Let's
2? Okay. So actually what I need you to do is make an escape check with acrobatics, I believe. See if you can get away.
14.
14. That is not quite enough as the snake starts to wrap its body around
Do
you.
I still get some sort of attack?
On your turn. But then, as the snake starts to wrap around you, you see that not only was this snake really long, it's actually because there's another snake. And you see it start to come down around and try to reach over to where the first snake has grabbed you. Now it's your turn.
So I get some sort of attack. Do I
Yeah,
get to
we're
try to
gonna-
escape again? Or
Let's do this. Here's one snake.
Where's the mini I use?
That one. So you put your corpse right there. Not yet.
I have 3 health left.
I mean, and then this is the other snake.
23 minus 16.
So figure out where you guys
You
were.
have one less health than me.
The path you were going this way. So you were probably back there. So you were all probably around in that area.
Yeah, didn't you back up?
Yeah. So the path we were walking was
It's
like,
around this direction.
yeah, because I definitely backed up because I saw that coming.
You were
So,
like,
Yeah.
Okay. So Lily, did you attack or do you want
Do I get to try to get? Is
You
it?
can, I believe, while you're constricted. I believe you can try to escape.
Like that's my action to try to escape, right?
Yes. Try to get out of there.
Natural 20.
All right, you're out. You wiggle your way out.
And then I'm going to run, like full on run as far as I can go. So that's like 60 feet. I'm over here.
You're like, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, Tucker.
All right, so it's about that far. Oh man.
And it looks real mad that its snack got away.
Yeah, I know.
The
Trying to
next
do decisions. So I'm going to back up also,
It's just like,
take some cover behind a tree.
okay.
And let's
Just finger guns at it. Just, hey.
Let's shoot it with my crossbow.
Okay.
Let's. Its head just got a. I feel sorry. You know
It's
what?
got a little bit of smoke.
She was bony anyway. She probably would have choked to death on it. I was actually hoping that it would eat you, so that way it would probably die eating you, choking to death. But
You know.
Oh well.
She's gonna come get you. You're next.
What you gonna do? Throw more rocks on my back?
Mage had to push him over into the mud next
Push
time.
him into the snake.
That could be a... That'd be mean, but I could do it.
19.
19 to hit. That does hit. It's a big snake.
If you missed it, we'd make barn jokes about not hitting a barn.
Yep.
That'll be 7 points of damage.
Okay. Now we go to Artir.
You ain't got no legs, and I'm using vicious mockery
No legs.
on the one that attacked my friend.
Okay. What do I need?
That is a 14.
I did not pass it. Do
Woohoo!
your damage.
That
And then I
is,
believe it has disadvantage, yeah?
Yep, and that's a total of 4.
4 damage.
That is
okay.
max, and I'm going to run away.
Just like, no legs.
And I'm going to.
I do, and I'm gonna use them.
Check this out.
I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to our warlock friend.
Oh yeah, for the
That
last
is a
man standing.
D6.
Yeah, Sirach. You're there. 2 snakes.
Everyone just disappeared. Like, where'd everyone go?
I'm bleeding.
on?
Leave me alone.
So I'm up. Let's see. If I'm right, I center this spell right here. It'll hit both of them. As
What spell though?
Shatter.
Ah, shatter. Good spell. Good spell.
Yep.
Good spell. Okay.
So I just look at that point and kind of like snap my fingers.
Okay, so yeah, you point it there, and there's like a log on the ground, and you shatter that, and it sprays at the snakes with like
So yeah, I need a
log
Constitution
bits.
saving throw.
Splinters was the word, but I said
Yeah.
log bits because I couldn't think of the word until then.
It's same,
Splinters.
same thing.
I mean,
So yeah,
okay, what do I need to be? I believe that's a dex save, is it not?
it's a con.
Con save.
Yep.
Okay.
They need to beat a 12.
Well, I rolled 2 18s.
Well, they still take half
Still
damage.
half damage. I'm sorry.
So 3, 5.
I'm not, but I said I am.
It's 13, half to 6.
6 damage.
Forget
Okay.
None of your things are attack rolls.
No!
I forgot, but you can use it on any saving throws.
By the way, 5, 10.
You're also like, everyone's like, cool. Bye, though.
Okay, enough's enough.
It's not, though, because there's another saying.
GG.
Hey, friend.
Hey, friend.
What's your
listen.
AC?
Wait,
Oh.
you could talk
Oh,
to
it's
animals.
supposed
Oh,
to
that's
say
right.
act.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you chat with the snake.
So, speaking of, you
Why would you assume we all
attacked
talk
us.
Sit in the back of here.
Why would you assume I don't?
like that? That is called profiling. And it's extremely rude. What's your AC? I didn't hate you. Well, I don't know. What's your AC?
It's
Please? The same as mine, right?
with the it's 16.
Okay. That didn't help at all. It's the same as mine. That's not a number, sir. Anyway.
Okay.
No,
Look,
so it tried to bite
you
you,
guys
you missed.
attacked us. You apparently tried to bite me. You missed. So why don't we just kind of let this go before you have to kick your ass?
Or I could just eat you.
You're not going to though. This is going to end very badly for you. And look, I'm a person of nature. I don't like hurting animals.
You say all that, and he looks over at Lily like, I don't know, I think it's going pretty well. So the first snake.
Sorry, I am.
And he bites at you with his big giant snake mouth for 10 points of damage, and make a acrobatics or athletic. Well, I think it would be acrobatics or like escape if you have.
I have athletics.
I mean, everybody does.
I don't.
I
You're
don't.
trained
I
in it
don't.
though, because he's a rogue, yeah. I mean, everybody can do it.
No, I mean that's one of my skills. Is
Yeah.
athletics. Yeah.
Make your athletics to get out of there before that snake tries to eat you.
14.
14. Not quite. He starts wrapping around you.
All right, fine.
Okay.
This is how it's gonna be, huh? I tried. I really tried. I really tried.
And this one's like, you didn't try very well, though. So, Lily.
So yeah,
I'm just going to put you right up in here.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use my action to chug one of my health potions.
Okay.
Come on, I had another
Oh,
D4.
that's right. You guys went to see the potion seller.
Would
Yeah.
give me the good stuff. He said it wasn't a high enough level.
No. You're not strong enough, traveler.
Let's see, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 health more.
Hey.
And then I'm gonna run away. Farther. It's
Lily,
getting closer.
Lily's like, nah,
nah.
nah.
Like 30 feet, so like 5.
Yeah.
Like,
You
come on.
just bye.
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 Are
Oh,
all
can I-
snakes considered prone?
No.
Can I roll
Just wondered.
a stealth to hide?
It's a good question. It's
Can
a
I
good question.
Hide.
Yeah, absolutely.
I believe that's the only condition they're immune to as well.
I think so.
7,
I think they are immune to being knocked down because they are already
11. To try to
11.
hide.
Okay, so you kind of duck into the bushes. I
But they can probably smell the blood.
mean, Tucker, it's your turn.
Yeah. So I'm going to cast Bark Skin.
Okay, good idea. It's a good spell.
Yep. And bonus action, I'm going to turn into a giant spider
Okay,
and get away
okay,
from their wrap.
okay. You still have to roll your escape check, though.
I still
As
have
a
to roll my
spider.
escape check. As a spider, though.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
a spider.
As a spider.
Should be a higher dex. As a spood,
Yeah, and I've got more arms now,
which helps.
which helps.
It does.
Yeah.
It's significantly more than the snake.
Yes, exactly. which is really kind of like what I was
Which
going for
work-
was
it-
the opposite.
It works
you know?
in your favor. It works in your favor.
Yeah.
What is the opposite of a snake if not a spider?
Right.
Did it take advantage when it
N-
attacked?
now I'm not just fighting
Huh?
him as a
the
spider.
one that I
I'm
said
also
it has
making
no
him jealous.
legs. The one.
Yeah, it had disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I
Like,
turned
we
into
should-
one with 8 legs. So we're really going with the theme here. He's really jealous right now.
He is.
Yeah.
Until he grows his own legs.
Aww.
Have you seen those snakes that have little tiny? That's another thing. There's snakes that have little teeny tiny legs, and it's adorable. It's adorable. I love them so much. They do. I think they're actually lizards, but they look like snakes with like these
Danger hose.
pathetic
Danger
little
noodle.
legs.
Danger, that's right. Danger noodles.
Danger hose also works. I'll take it. Did you find its dex?
Oh, yeah, my ducks. Okay.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
escaping.
sorry, you're waiting on me. I apologize. Yeah, my ducks.
We're talking about danger noodles. I'm sorry.
And
I know what I'm gonna
2
do.
health potions.
10.
10? No, not quite. Okay. Artir.
I'm gonna look at the one that hasn't been like attacked.
I mean, they've
it's-
both been
yeah,
attacked.
It's
You
been
mean
like
lesser.
less.
Okay.
And I'm going to take my pan flute and I'm gonna just blow on it really hard to get like a really screeching sound.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna cast Crown of Madness.
Okay, so you cast Crown of Madness on the man. Okay, what do I do?
As a Wisdom save.
That's like sideways. Okay, what do I need?
14.
14. I believe that is not enough. Okay, so he is crowned.
He is charmed, and he must use his action to attack the other guy before moving.
Okay, Sirach.
Oh, I'm gonna move away.
You're just like, oh yeah, that's right. Hold on.
I don't want them to break my concentration.
Like, haha, bye.
So whichever one doesn't have the crown on it, I'm going to fling a firebolt at it as I summon the pinprick of light and
Okay,
shoot it at it.
go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna, because I haven't had any luck with these. Of course, the one time I do get that luck. So that's, let's see, 23 to hit.
That's his hit. Yep.
Right, and then it's a D10. course. 1 point of fire damage.
Okay. I didn't mean to laugh at you, but I did.
It's all right. I looked
I
at it. I
couldn't
was just
resist.
like,
You singed him. It's good.
I rolled really well. wasted
zapped
the,
at him.
Wasted
Okay.
bardic die.
So the other snake attacks
right,
his friend. And you're like, bye.
Yeah.
The other snake attacks his friend. And he hits his friend for 4 points of damage.
He also gets another wisdom save to try and break the spell
After the attack, right?
after his turn ends.
Okay. What do I need?
14.
Oh, I didn't get it. I was like, it has a minus. Okay.
Best debuff, right? It's
Oh,
almost
and then the other snake. The other snake looks at his friend like, well, he doesn't have arms. You just imagine if he had
Kind of tilts his
hands.
head
Like, hey, bruh, rude. But he's gonna constrict you. So, since you're in his grasp, his snaky grasp. Oh no, I still have to hit though. What's your AC? 16?
Nope, now it's 19.
19? Okay, so he constricts you. For 14 points of damage as he squeezes real hard. He wraps around you and squeezes at you.
Some bug guts come out.
Some bug spit.
Just squeeze some webbing out.
Lily, while you're hiding, I want you to roll a perception. Suddenly you get that bad feeling.
Okay, I'm sorry, I found my perception. 13.
13. It's almost like something is watching you. You get that bad feeling.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
So I guess I have no idea where my familiar is. I think he's somewhere over here somewhere. Yeah. So I kind of try to summon my familiar to me
Okay.
so he can go look around wherever I'm at and then try to move away. Roll his perception, see if he's better. 18.
18. So your familiar immediately like bristles up and just kind of like poofs like a cat. And it's looking at bushes behind you. And it like, can it speak to you?
Yes. It's
It alerts you. It says something big.
snake.
No. Bigger.
Giant.
No. Smaller.
Let's move away from the bushes.
Tucker.
All right.
Can I try to hide again?
Yeah.
Like, nah, that's a 9 plus 4.
I'm gonna bite him back, see how he likes it.
Tucker the spider. Fighting
I'm
the
a
snake.
giant spider. Yeah.
Okay, that's important. It is important.
Legendary battle, man.
Giant spider versus giant snake.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be better if he was a mongoose.
Yeah. Be an epic battle.
That's cocked.
Yeah, it's
Is
like,
it cocked? That
Yeah,
was
that's
cocked.
cocked.
Yeah, that whole die is cocked too. All right, got it. Okay, there you go.
There you go.
So 16.
Okay, that hits.
All right. The damage is a D8 plus 3. So 10 points of piercy bitey damage.
Okay.
And
I believe I have to make a con save.
you do beat 11.
I got a 1,
Okay.
so I
Ow.
didn't.
So let's take 2d8
Poisson.
of karma. We're gonna call that karma damage.
Okay. You're lucky these snakes aren't poisonous.
They aren't? Oh, that's right. They're constrictor snakes.
Constrictors.
Never mind. Then it's not karma. It's new. Oh, and I rolled an 8.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. Is that 2d8 or 1d8? Oh, it's 2d8.
Yeah, poison. I think snake poison's like really, or spider poison's really.
It is.
I've
Yeah.
used
Very
them
strong.
before.
14 points of poisony damage.
Okay. So you poison the snake and you feel its
Now
grip.
it's a poisonous snake.
It is now. You feel its grip loosen on you, and it's like, and it just falls over.
If I could speak right now, I'd be like, I warned you.
Tucker is freed from the snake, and now,
Oh God, what does my Crown of Madness do?
well,
Do I have to keep it up now?
what does it do?
Well, it attacks.
What does it say it does when it doesn't have a friend to attack?
When human of your choice, charm target must attack creature other than its must attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose.
Okay,
So
but
Make
it
it
has
attack
to
a tree.
it
attack.
has to
It has
attack.
to attack.
But you mentally choose a creature
Did someone,
other than its-
did Catherine,
You know
did
it's near me.
Ashrin tell you about the,
I'm Lily.
Baddie
Who's
in the-
Ashrin?
Yeah, who's after?
sorry, Lily. Did Lily tell you about the baddie? I'm crossing games here.
Crossing the streams.
Nobody's near me. I
Did
just
Lily-
backed
oh.
away from where
So
I'm
Lily
at.
didn't tell you about the other baddie.
I don't know where everybody is. We all kind of scattered.
Can
and
I
disappeared
try
into
and
the
make it
jungle.
attack itself?
No, it says it can't.
Okay. Well, it says other than. Oh yeah, other than yeah. So
It's a concentration. Can't you
yeah,
stop
yeah. I can just stop concentrating on it.
attack it or something instead.
Yeah.
Alright. So
I
you
don't-
free it from its madness.
I free it from its madness, and I no longer have to use my action to maintain the spell.
Okay.
But it served its purpose,
Okay.
yeah.
and I'm going to cast
probably wanna see
healing word on you because I should still be within range. That
Hey.
is
Get better.
Hey,
heal, my friend,
Hey, feel better.
and that is 5 hit points.
that's how I
Alright.
always feel like lay on hands should be. You should be like, like right across the face. I feel better, and also why?
No, one of those faith healers that is always like, and you're here.
Hey, you're healed. That's my next paladin. He's one of the faith healers. He's like, in the Lord. All right. What the heck?
Oh, and I can also
Where am I?
I have an action, so I'm
You should probably do it.
gonna shoot him. I'm gonna try and give him the good old shooty shoot.
Okay.
And that is a 15
15 to hit.
plus 4.
That does it.
Yep, and that is a D6.
Okay.
That
Oh, that looked nice. No one else saw that, but it landed on top of another dice, which is
and that is a 4 plus I think my dex, which is 2.
okay. So 6.
Yep, 6 damage to the other sneaky snake.
Okay. To the snicker snack. Sirach.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna create this swirling void and send it out at it as I do
Now,
chill touch.
in the past, this void.
I know.
Okay.
But let's see.
it's good at avoiding what you're ever trying to hit with it.
Avoiding.
I mean, that's still better than what it was doing. That's a 10.
That's a 10? No.
It's still better than what it was doing.
The void was like,
again.
haha.
You gotta take the out of the void part, so that maybe it'll hit it instead of avoid it.
Sirach, here's the thing. Stop that. Okay. The other snake is going to eat you, is what he's going to do.
He's gonna
Okay?
try.
That's what he's going to try to
Yeah,
do.
try.
Your AC is what? That didn't.
19.
He did try. It didn't go well.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not just all bite. I'm also all bark. Literally.
Can they stack?
if I got away, I'd be like, no! So,
Got the cinnamon pencil in my eye.
all right.
At least
It smells really good.
yeah.
It's a very strong smell. I'm over here just like,
Stiffen pencils.
And I've got
like
the
the-
gingerbread one, so it's very clovey.
God, this is good. It's like Christmas. All right, Lily.
So has the thing in the bush moved at all?
Well, it does right now. Out from the bushes, you see a tall, slender creature that is like a big lizard on 2 legs with like little hands. And those little hands also have a line of like feathers of like for like wings. And it chirps at you, and you see its like big teeth, and it's like dripping with
I know
drool
this is a
as it sniffs at the blood.
It does not look intelligent, does it?
And it roars at you.
So it
And
doesn't
2
have-
other ones pop out
Oh god.
from the woods, from the
Is this
jungle.
Do you know Kuss? I can't pronounce it.
all right.
Run this way.
I'm gonna.
And you hear them like roar at you, like they come to get you.
All right, so I'm going back towards my friends. Like,
Just run.
just
You
run.
just keep running back and forth through the jungle like, oh, danger!
Jesus
oh,
Christ.
danger! Oh,
So like I'm over here. I don't know where anyone else is, but I see him and the
Like
snake.
you turn around, there's like a tiger, like ah!
just run away.
Damn it! I needed to buy armor.
I just feel like we're just kind of standing around, we're just watching her run back and forth. Like,
Because you saw her run into the jungle, and then a few minutes later she runs back with 3 raptors chasing her. She's like, "Oh, good.
Okay, raptors.
All right, Tucker."
all
So
right.
you see Lily come back. You hear the sound of raptors. Also, there's a snake here.
Take care of the snake. I don't know if you understand. Take care of the snake.
Yeah, I can't talk to it anymore, otherwise tell it to go attack the raptors. See if they had better luck. No, instead, I'm going to climb the tree.
Okay.
And let's see, where are we all located? in
I mean, there's
regard
trees
to the snake
around.
and
You could
stuff?
just-
Yeah, I'm just trying to get an idea of where the. Do I see
I
know
came
the
from
raptors
this
are there?
direction, so they're gonna.
Oh
come
yeah,
from
you
this
see
direction.
those raptors.
Okay,
They're
so I'm just trying to
coming.
get an idea where the raptors are, where my friends are.
Here, these men right here are now raptors. These
Okay.
gentlemen.
Oh dear.
All of
They're in
these.
between me and the group.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Like, I just want to notice, like, where are you guys? Because I just want to know where the danger is so that I
I
can.
am probably like over
We
here
could see
somewhere.
They're like wait.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like over that way as well.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to climb up the tree.
We'll just
and,
say yeah, you're up in the
Yeah,
tree.
I'm in the tree. I'm treed.
I'm treed.
Oh, no, sorry. Before I do that, I'm going to bite
Bite
the snake
okay,
again
bite
and
the
then
snake.
climb the tree.
Okay.
Come on.
You like turned around. You're like
Wait, I forgot something. Yeah, hold on.
okay.
That should hit.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
21.
All right. You bite the snake with your spider teeth.
Pincers next, yep.
A good old con save.
And then piercing damage.
I
first.
did not make the con save. I'm sure.
Sweet.
What was it?
Yes.
Con save was what? 14? Was it?
Con save is 11.
11. Okay, actually, I did make the con save. Sorry. Not sorry, not sorry.
Okay. So you take half damage. That's okay. I'll live.
Okay, roll the damage. You roll that. Artir, what are you doing?
I'm going to try and make, cause I'm probably like over here. Do you think I could make it to like over by Lily
Yeah, sure.
without using like all my movement?
Yeah, sure.
And I'm going to give her the good old healing word. Live, my friend.
What is
10
the
points of
healing?
damage.
10 points? What is the
Live, my friend.
Is that the healing word?
Yes. And let's see how much you live.
Okay, you do
You casting
that.
a healing word on me again?
Lily.
Oh, okay, good.
That is a good old.
Lefty.
Are they within 60 feet of me?
Probably.
Okay. As I snap my fingers and use my last spell slot to shatter them.
Okay, you shatter the raptors.
Yep.
Okay, you shatter the raptors.
So I need a Constitution saving throw from all 3.
What do I need?
DC 12.
DC 12. Okay, none of them made it.
Sweet. So they take full damage.
Full damage.
Come on.
Let's.
Oh god.
7,
Okay.
9, 6, so 15.
15 total?
Yep.
Okay, so you do 15 total. So you shatter at the raptors.
And then
And then you're like, bye. All right.
Okay, why are the healthy people standing behind me?
It's like go down like a wet sack of bricks.
Literally, you've done that.
yeah.
So the snake looks at you, Tucker. And
because I climbed up a tree away from
it's
it.
looking at you up there. And it starts to slither around the tree and make its way up.
Hey.
And then the raptors, smelling blood.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
a snake bleeding now too.
It sure is.
There's a dead snake too.
Sure is.
And they just had thunder damage straight to their faces.
They're raptors. Actually, you're right. They did do that, didn't they?
Bringing the thunder, thunder, thunder.
Okay, so the raptors decide against that. You see the raptors, they smelled, Lily, they smelled your injuries and your bleeding, and they were like ready to go. And then they got assaulted. And they seem like, you see the leader one chirp at the other two, and they're both just like, they go. They're like, we're gonna go.
Yeah, you just probably got the attention of something even bigger now because how loud that was.
Actually, it's
You turn around and there's a
it's Shadow.
T-Rex. No, I'm kidding.
I've been meaning to get locks for that
Okay, we
reason.
need to make friends with the T-Rex.
Okay, there's no T-Rex. Okay, so that would be Lily.
Well, it's mainly focused on him for the moment, so I'm gonna step back. Just add to the tree line, but I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the snake.
Okay.
Probably doesn't hit. 12.
12? That actually does hit.
They're
It's
big
a big
boys.
snake. It's a big snake.
So 4 plus 3, 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. So you blast at the snake with your Eldritch Blast, and it gets roasted a little bit. Tucker.
All right, let's. So it's coming at me again.
Yeah, it's trying to come up the tree. and
Bitey
get
bite
you.
it. Bitey bite it. And
You'll have
you
to
know,
climb down a little ways to get to it.
Yeah, I mean, I can do that. I can basically I can walk upside down with no problem. Like I'm walking
He's
true.
right side.
permanent
yeah.
spider climb.
It's true, because it's a spider.
A spider.
That would be why.
And with my bite, I want to make sure that I'm accentuating the fact that I'm using all of my legs.
You don't even need two
I
of
wanted to
them.
know that I'm using like all of my legs. Like, see?
You're doing the thing where it's like, yeah, I don't even need these two.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I have these legs, and I'm like pointing at
But I'm
the other
gonna-
legs with them to see, like, look at all these legs
Okay,
before I attack it.
check this out. Check out these legs, yo.
Oh.
20.
Hey, there you go. All right, roll it up.
Really? Because I feel like that's kind of like automatic bringing death. But yeah, all right, rolling it up.
See that?
It doesn't. That's not how it
Oh wait,
works.
the next one is max. So
Yeah,
4.
second dice is max.
Yep. So does that include the poison damage?
I'll say if the poison damage goes through, yes. If the poison damage goes through,
Okay.
which is not.
Poison damage does not go through.
No.
Okay.
That would have been cool.
So 14 plus.
Well, no, is
3
it half damage
It's half
if
damage
you
if
fail?
it fails.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah. So roll it twice and then we'll half the poison half. Because he passed.
Okay. Okay.
Get what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Think so. But I don't roll the second one. It's already max, according to your rules.
Yeah. Add the whole thing up.
Okay.
And then we'll half it.
Okay.
'Cause
Okay.
it'll be higher than if you just don't roll that. You know what I'm saying?
So the 10 points of piercy damage.
Okay.
Sorry, no. 8, 14, 12. Sorry, 15 points of piercy damage.
Okay.
Okay, 5 plus 12, 17. 8 points of
8.
poison damage.
Okay. That's half, right?
That's halved.
Okay. Okay. So then we go to.
He's still alive?
Oh yeah, Artier. They have a lot of hit points.
Holy.
They're tough.
Yeah, no kidding.
They have a lot of hit points.
Oh man, I'm so making snake jerky.
I was
I'm
about to
going
say,
to
what else do these
try and
things,
give it
right?
a good old pincushion treatment.
Okay.
And that is a 14 base.
That hits.
So that is a good old.
You filled it full of poison, Tucker. I don't think you want to eat the snake.
What about the other one?
That is a good old 4
The other
damage.
one's also full of poison.
Damn.
4 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Sirach.
All right.
If you use that void again, I swear to God.
I can purify food and drink.
No.
Purify snake corpse.
It's about probably 60 feet away from me at this
Yeah,
point,
you
right?
can Eldritch Blast it. No?
Fire in my hand, and I'm going to throw it.
Okay.
The fire for produce flame.
Okay. Okay, that's different. That's not void, so okay.
No. Yep. And because
Someday the void is going to reach back.
fire didn't want to help me. 'Cause that was a 9.
So the snake,
Or no, yeah. That was a 9.
it doesn't. So the snake, seeing that this is its last chance,
I warned him.
doesn't
I tried.
get to bite you.
I
You
tried.
tried. You know, you did. So that would be actually not Tucker, Lily.
So yeah, we're just gonna use the force of nature to Eldritch Blast this one. So that's a 16.
That hits. Yep.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, so you smite it with the forces of nature, and the snake curls up and writhes.
Because
and
I'm all
dies.
bark and he no bite.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Can we freak out about the giant spider and start attacking it?
I mean, if you want to,
Just mage hands all over the place.
just start like,
Spider.
spider.
Cast spiritual weapon as like a giant fly swatter.
You hear in the distance, you hear the sound of more of those raptor things.
Let's get moving.
Let's
Yeah.
move.
And I'll go start running.
Yeah.
If they hopefully they join me.
I'm going to. I'm still a spider, so and we do have to get out of here. But I'm gonna kind of like make a little like webby pouch,
Okay.
you know, kind of like a little pouch made of web. And I want to grab one of those snakes and take it with me.
Okay. You cannot carry this snake. It is gigantic.
Okay, well, can I like bite it in half and like take some of it? Because, dude, I can't speak this, but I'm thinking like poison snake jerky. Can you imagine? We can give this to our enemies.
It's not poison. It's a snake. It's not actually poison. It's a dead snake. I'm sorry. If it was a poisonous snake, I would say that would work.
Well, yeah. Well, I just filled it with poison.
No. I just said that for funsies. It's
Well,
not
see,
poison.
you got me thinking like,
I know,
oh my
I
god,
got-
I'm gonna make
I got
poison
you
snake
hyped up.
jerky
I lied to
and
you.
feed it to the giants, and they're gonna be like,
Now that doesn't
jerky.
mean that doesn't
and
mean
they're
that
gonna
you
all poisoned.
can't poison the jerky. It doesn't mean that you can't do that. Either way, make a decision because the raptors are coming.
I think 3 of us are running while
They've
he's
already
doing
left.
that.
They abandoned you.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna go through the trees.
Okay.
Like
okay.
I'm gonna like
On
I'm
top
gonna
of the
like
trees.
ye old Spider-Man.
Ye old Spider-Man.
You know, but no buildings, trees. You know, just kind of
Just
swinging.
actually Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a spider.
Just an actual spider swinging through the trees.
So you're not even swinging. You're just walking.
I guess, yeah,
Just like-
sure.
How
From,
spiders
on
do.
the top, though.
And it's
at
like
the
the
trees.
grossest thing ever.
I'm at the tree level,
Yeah.
so is it dense? Okay.
yeah. And like, so, which is the grossest thing ever.
Probably sing Rose.
You realize you're trailing blood for the raptors to follow. Half-dead snake.
No, I'm not. Oh, I thought I wasn't bringing the snake because it's too
All right.
big. Yeah.
You abandoned the snake plan. It's good. It's good. All right. So you guys managed to outrun the raptors. After a while, you stop hearing the sounds of raptors. But now that you're more attuned to what this jungle sounds like, you realize there's a lot of danger here. This is a very dangerous place.
Cool.
Lily just keeps running. Ah, danger! Ah, danger! Running back and forth. I just had this image.
Just like just run around the corner. There's like a plant that's like ready to eat. Yeah, you walk past a plant that's like eating an entire snake. One of those snakes that's just eating one. You go around the corner, you see like some of those raptors pouncing on a bird that was flying overhead that was also eating something. It's just one of those like, oh no, everything's bad.
Ooh! I want to drop down. You know, like with my line from the tree.
Okay, so a
right
giant
on top of.
on Lily.
Yeah, but
Okay.
stealthy. I don't want her to see me coming.
Okay,
Press
roll,
the digitation fire.
roll that stealth.
You have to
Okay.
catch a moving target. We're just trying to get to the cave.
That'd be against my perception, right?
Yeah,
And my familiar's
Stealth.
perception.
yeah.
Nope. 2.
Oh, that's 23.
23. Well, you guys can try.
I can't.
Okay.
No, I can't.
You're already left. You're
Okay.
like, bye.
Okay, and all I'm gonna do though is just kind of like, because I'm dropping down, like tap her on the shoulder and then just like pull right back up.
Eldritch blast behind me.
Just like pull right back up. Just tap her on the shoulder, just right back
Can
up.
you
mean-
move faster than the Eldritch blast? Yeah, probably. I rolled a 3.
So yeah, an Eldritch Blast flies past your face. You're like, huh? Okay. So anyway, before party starts murdering each other,
I was
guys-
ready to draw right.
you guys are just like, it's time to fight. Let's go. Let's go right now. Like, what'd you say to me? All right. You find the entrance to the cave. It's kind of buried under the landscape almost. You can see the entrance, but the rocks and stuff are covered with moss.
How
and
many hours
plants
is this?
It's probably been like 3 hours of walking through the jungle.
Total since before the snakes or after the snakes?
Like total. So since you left the village to here, it took about 3 hours.
Okay, from the snakes, 2 hours?
From the
1 hour?
snake, probably about 2 hours.
Okay, so
About
I'm
an
back
hour
to,
into the jungle when chaos began.
Okay, so I'm back to Tucker form.
Okay. So
Just as we get there.
the entrance to the cave, you hear like water dripping from inside. You hear just the unpleasant sounds of cave. That dirt smell. No.
Should we just take a short rest real quick to get a little bit healthier?
Can we do that in this jungle? It seems a little bit.
I don't think we have the time. No.
I mean, this jungle's pretty.
I mean, we might be able to hide inside if we don't go too far in. It depends on how
There are
big the
giant
cave
evil
is.
frogs in there.
It depends on how big the cave is.
All right. Well, can I again have my familiar go invisible and it does that Cheshire Cat thing where little pieces of it slowly disappear before it wanders into the cave.
Okay. So your cat goes into the cave. Is everybody else gonna? So you're not gonna short rest?
Like
You
you could try
can-
to short
you wanna
rest,
try to
but
short
I
rest?
wanted to check the cave out.
I don't need to.
I just need it for spells.
You can stand guard while they
Yeah,
short rest.
I'll stand guard. I have shit perception.
I mean,
I'll stand guard.
okay. So you stand guard. Whoever's gonna rest. Roll your, do your short
Alright.
rest.
I'm gonna just do 1d8.
Oh, I could actually play my Song of Rest. Give you guys an
there you
extra
go.
d6.
I didn't need health, I needed spells.
Oh yeah.
I need help.
She needs help.
I need help.
So I give you that extra d6.
Didn't do anything. Got 2.
Well, you got a D6. Oh, you got it.
2.
Well,
It's something.
better than nothing.
I'm not even at my original max hit points before.
You're trying. That's what matters
Okay.
here.
Fine. I'm blowing another D. There we go. That's better. 7.
Yeah, because if we're going into a fight with giant toads, I need my spells.
Okay. Now I'm full health.
Don't you want to get eaten by giant toads?
I have 2 more casts of
Are they
Crown of
psychedelic?
Madness.
All right.
Maybe. You don't
All right,
know
I'm
yet.
back to full.
You'll find out when you see them. But they're hypnotoads.
Oh.
Oh, if they're hypnotoads, we're all
They're
screwed.
not hypnotoads.
Futurama Hypnotoad.
That's what I mean. Oh, hypnotoad.
Oh.
No, that's not happening. I'm not that cruel. Okay. So nothing really happens. You just watch the jungle existing.
Before we go into the cave, though, I want to again cast ritual cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
That's it. Like, well, I'm gonna have my familiar scout out. So you cast.
So your cat heads into the cave. So roll perception as your cat explores.
13.
13. So for a short ways, it doesn't really seem like it sees a lot of anything. But when it comes back, can you see through its eyes, or does it just?
Yeah, if I'm concentrating, I believe I can.
Okay.
Yeah, and plus with the Pact of the Chain, it allows just instantaneous
That's what I thought.
communication.
So the cat sort of lets you know, like for a short ways, it's just kind of like a winding cave path where like this heading down, and as it's going, it's letting you know that like the water's starting to like pool up in here. Lots of like little puddles with like gross tadpoles and like worms and nasty things in it. And as it goes further, though, it alerts you. It says there's some kind of movement in here. There's something moving around. I can't tell what it is, but it's moving. Hiding around corners. Whatever it is, it's intelligent and it's trying to hide.
All right. So maybe I tell this to you guys. It might be intelligent, so maybe.
Okay, I got this.
Maybe he can reason with
I'm
it.
gonna
But
foray into
you guys
it.
don't have any way to talk to animals, right?
No.
Not yet.
I'm gonna
Alright.
foray into it, but I'm gonna be as stealthy as possible. I'm gonna go into the cave,
Okay.
listening to her direction, tell me where it is. Distance,
It's
direction.
moving around. That's what.
It's moving around, but like how far into the cave?
I don't know. How far into the.
You're not sure. It's just like a ways in
It's
there.
a ways in there.
Okay, that's helpful. Good, good. Thank you for being specific.
You know what? Summon your own damn familiar and have it do it for you.
I'd like it if you were more familiar with how far into the cave this monster is.
He said it was a monster.
Well, I don't know. You implied it.
I'm stealthing.
Is he? Is he stealthing?
I don't think so.
Yes. With guidance, 9 plus 13 points of super secret stealthiness.
Okay. So Tucker heads into the cave with 13 points of super secret stealthiness.
All right, and
What are the rest of y'all doing?
I guess after he goes in and
I think we wait maybe just like a couple minutes to let him,
Let him stealth.
see if he
Let's
hears
be
it. If
stealth.
we hear any screaming, then we'll know.
and then we'll head in after him, trying to
Yeah.
be stealthy.
Okay. So who is going to lead the stealth on your group? One of you is going
You've
to
got
take
the
the
better
lead.
the hit, right?
the
Better armor, like you can take a hit just a little bit better than we can.
both of us do.
We both have 14, but you have more health than me.
That is true. I have more health.
What I'm getting
No,
at
who has
is
the better stealth?
which one of you is going to roll the stealth check?
I have a
probably
+3 to it.
I have
Don't we have that as a
a.
skill?
No.
I have a +3.
Oh, never mind.
So that's
Well, that'd
the
be
criminal.
that'd
Yeah.
be you. Okay.
So 20 unnatural.
Okay. So
16
20
plus
total.
4.
So you sort of take Artir and Sirach, and like as soon as they start walking, you'd be like, no. And you assist them in walking a lot quieter.
This is how you got past Nanny into the library.
Like you need to stop. You need to stop. Like Sirach, you're walking way too hard. You're just practically stomping in this case. Okay, so Tucker, you are walking ahead into the cave for a short way.
With a 17 passive perception.
Okay. And as you're going, you do see that like bit of movement that her cat was talking about. You see like something is in the darkness and it's trying to hide among like the stalagmites and stalactites and whatever it is, it's very small and it seems like there's a bunch of them kind of running around.
Does it
in
look
there.
like it noticed me?
Yes. Whatever it is, it's purposefully, it's almost like whatever it is, it's trying to show you that it's there and it's also kind of like dashing
Show
around.
me that I know that. Okay.
It's one of those like, I know that you knew.
Okay. So it's a wink and a nod. Okay.
Yeah, like the hey.
Okay, so I'm going to. Can I? Let's look closer. See if I can identify it.
Okay.
Yeah. So do I? Can I identify it?
Be a good
You gotta roll.
Obviously,
Whatever.
jig is up. I'm not going to be quiet. Isn't an issue anymore. So.
Roll
feel
your
like-
perception to see if you can like catch a good look at it.
God bless it. 12.
Whatever it is, it's small, and it kind of reminds you of a mushroom almost.
Oh, okay. Okay, so they might be fun guys.
That's why they don't have parties at their place
For a
because there
good
isn't
time.
mushroom.
Nice, even better. That was good. That was good.
I regret nothing. But anyway, so you see these little mushroom people kind of like running around. They, you're not sure what they're doing, but it looks like they're kind of lining themselves up.
To kind of.
Looks like whatever they're doing, they're hiding behind things, but they can definitely all have line of sight on you. So you're not
So
sure.
they're.
what's
It
up.
looks like they're kind of. Does it look like they're prepping for an ambush?
Kind of, yes. Except that they want you to know they're there. Like you understand that they're showing themselves to you.
Kind of like, don't go any further,
Yeah.
otherwise.
Otherwise, we're gonna get you. You know, that kind of warning.
Have
And
we
so,
come across him in the?
yes, you guys sort of arrive around the same time. Tucker, you see Tucker standing there, like,
I'm going to actively try to see them.
oh, you don't
Because
have
I
to
can't-
try. They make sure that you see
But like,
them.
I want to try and get like as good a look as I can.
I'm gonna. If he tries to move any closer, I'm gonna pull my hand out
Trying
and
to
be like,
move any closer. I want to try and look at them.
Okay.
I don't.
You don't.
I rolled a net one. I hit a stalactite with my face.
How dare you?
Somehow he lost sight of all of them for a second.
I closed my eyes. Why can't I see them?
These things are around, like, 2 feet tall. Like, they're very small.
Have you tried talking to them yet?
Hi.
So you say hi, and you hear like a collective like, and they like duck behind things.
Dude, play some music.
Okay, I'll just play it. Start tooting along on my thing. Yeah, my flute.
Rootin' tootin'.
I'm a country bumpkin.
Don't ever say that again. That's too much for me. Toot. Okay, so you play them a little.
My flute.
So you play your flute at them. You just play your flute at them. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to see how they react.
Trying to make him dance.
I'm just playing a song.
Dude, thanks. So you play your little flute at them, and they all seem terrified of this. What's your AC?
Oh. 14? Oh god, that's a lot of dice.
Well, lucky for you, only one of them hits you. You hear like the sound of like a sling, just like, and it slings a little rock at you for 5 points of damage.
Ow!
Just like,
I look at you and I'm like, they hit me.
Okay. That was a bad idea. Okay, gotcha.
I just kind of wave at them to see, like, not say anything, just wave.
you see them like behind the rocks and stuff like.
Do you understand us?
They don't speak.
But they look like, indicate they might understand?
You're not sure. They all look terrified
I'm going to
and well armed.
I'm going to sleight of hand steal a ration from her
Okay.
and kind of like open it up. Just
So
kinda like,
roll it.
Oh yeah, roll to see if I can steal the ration.
Oh yeah, you do. I rolled one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Steal a
roll the
ration. I'm
cat,
just gonna
but-
kind of like open it up. Just
Okay.
kind of like
There's a goblin bite out of it.
and like take a small bite out of it. You know, like
Yeah.
and just kind of like not toss it at him, but just kind of like
You toss it. Yeah, like
Yeah,
you
you know, like-
kind of. Yeah, you toss it at
Yeah,
them, but
after
you
I
don't
use, like-
throw it at them.
yeah.
Yeah. So you do that, and you see one of them, like it has like its big, like gold-looking eyes. They have like grayish skin, and their body is kind of covered in like a moldy fungus thing. It doesn't look like the mold is like a bad thing, though. It looks like that's the goal. And it's like a 2-foot tall little creature, and it comes around with its big eyes, and it has like the kind of big eyes that it doesn't blink, you know, because it lives in darkness. And it walks over, and it's just like. And it runs back and hides, takes a whole rock. No, it grabs one and then it runs back and hides behind one of the rocks. And you see a couple of the ones like run across the way, and you hear like, as they're all kind of communicating.
That seemed to work better than playing for them.
You see like a couple more. In fact, you see probably like 12 or 13 of these things just kind of popping up behind rocks, and they're all just like speaking to each other in their gaspy, weird mushroom language.
Give them more food.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll this time I'll steal Sarah's rations.
Okay.
I have a 14 perception on that.
Yeah, you noticed me.
So Tucker, you see Tucker's hand in your pocket.
Slap it away.
Okay, now I'm just gonna do a.
What?
How dare you.
I just give him a look like shh.
Can I press the
And I reach in and grab the rations. And I grab the rations. It's like
You just take them. Okay.
and see if I can just like kind of like throw it over there, like away. So there's like a path right further into the
Yeah,
cave.
you can just keep going down the cave.
Yeah,
This
and just
isn't
kind of like
blocking you.
throw it, just kind of like to the side.
Okay.
You know, see if they can kind of run there.
Yeah, and you see
then
that
we're
you
just
hear
kinda
the little flip flap of their bare feet running on the
Yeah,
rocks.
and we're just kind of like
And you see like 5 or 6 of them kind of run out, and they all start like breaking pieces off.
yeah,
of it.
and just like, and we'll just kind of like quietly while they're distracted, kind of like.
You see lots of gold eyes like staring at you.
Just like turn around and
unblinking.
stare as we go by them. Like,
Yeah. They don't do anything. They just all like their big wide bug eyes. Just all
I'll
kind
take out another one and lay it on the ground, and then
Okay.
give them some more
So
food.
after you kind of if you keep walking away, after you guys get like a couple feet away, you see one of them like run out and grab it and then run back behind the rocks.
We've made friends.
Yeah, that's what I'd call it. Friends.
Or just something that won't attack us for a little bit.
They've already attacked us.
Well, they attacked you, not us.
Oh, you know what though? I am going to take out one of my rations this time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to break it up, but I want to leave a trail.
Okay.
So I want them to kind of follow.
Okay.
So at least a couple of them just kind of like breadcrumbs follow.
Yeah, you see them like kind of peeking out around corners as you guys are walking. You can kind of look back and you see their yellow eyes in the darkness, kind of like, and they wait until you get far enough away before they run out and pick it up. All in all, it seems like there's maybe 13 of them following you,
Nice.
and they're all just like.
You just want a little
Picking
mushroom
stuff
army,
up.
don't you?
Yes, pretty much.
So, you head further and further into the cave.
Can I send the cat ahead again?
You
while
can. You can.
That's a 9 perception.
9. Okay. The cat doesn't really need a lot of perception to see what's up ahead. The cave opens up and it kind of reaches what would be the end of this cave. It is you into a big, like, roundish room that looks like it's been, like, eroded over the years into an underground pond. And in this pond are 12 giant toads. 12 big giant toads. And in the water are, like, literally, like, thousands of little tadpoles, like thousands of them. And all around in this area are like swarms of insects just going ham in there. It's loud, it smells, it sounds like Florida.
Okay.
Oh, so it's a giant swamp.
So it's Florida.
Before
Yeah, that's what I say. It's this place, this stories. My
Nice.
gran used to tell me about this place called Florida. This
That's it.
terrible,
There it is.
Stop.
You look.
terrible place.
it's sorry. It is something that I know these. I'm pretty sure I know giant toads because I can actually turn into them.
Yeah, they're
So
giant
I know
toads.
them. So I'm going to educate my friends
You might want
on
to.
the merits of giant toads. So, here's the thing. They will eat you. Like literally. Like you're a bug to them and they'll just like shoot their tongue out at you, eat you, and then digest you. So stay as far away from them as humanly possible. Sound
But
good?
none of us are humans.
True.
Except for him. Well, he's
No,
half
I'm,
human.
I'm half human. They're still going to eat you. They're especially you. Like we've been over this. You're cute in civilized society, tasty cute in like this kind of situation.
So he agrees I'm still cute.
That's what matters here.
Maybe you'll hit that later.
Yeah, focus on that. Focus on
Like, okay, I will then. I will then. Okay.
that. Okay, so remind me again, because I wasn't really paying attention to what the baboon was saying. What are we supposed to do about these toads here?
Kill them.
We're just supposed to straight up kill them.
We're
Can't we
supposed
just
to
like negotiate and tell them to leave to
Go
stop
ahead.
doing that?
go ahead. You
I'll
go
tell
there.
the-
you
No,
go
what is the
process
problem
them.
that they're doing?
They're eating too much.
They're eating too much.
Yes,
Okay.
and apparently they've eaten too much to where it's not sustainable for this area.
Okay.
What's that mean?
Okay.
They've probably eaten some of the monkey people.
It
I wonder if
probably-
they eat these poison mushrooms.
Who said the mushrooms were poison?
They're mushrooms, and they're in a cave. I just assumed. Like,
So
how
you're
do
going
you,
to
you
send-
think they're truffle You think they're truffle people?
So you're
I
going to
don't
just
know.
send your little mushroom army up to them.
Portobellos.
Yeah, and just
Yeah,
kind
they
of
might
like.
be portobellos.
Tasty.
You just look at him like,
Yeah, good. No,
Fry
no.
them up some
So
butter.
yes, the
Put a
idea
little
is
Alfredo.
we'll send the little mushroom army up to them, right? And then they'll either eat them, in which case when we approach them, they won't want to eat us because they won't be hungry anymore.
How are you going to convince an army of cowards to run into a cave full of things that are going to eat them when they probably know they're there?
They're probably just going to take one look and then run the opposite way, even if you do try and
If
give
they
them
even
food.
pass us, they're not. They're staying. I point back at them, and then
yeah, they're over there. You turn around and point at them, and they're like, and they duck behind like the rocks.
Oh. Okay, never mind then.
You could always try your little talking to the.
Yeah, have they noticed us yet?
The frogs?
Yeah.
Not yet. The toads are just kind of chilling. You know?
Okay, like I need to know how far away they are. I need to keep a minimum safe
So
distance.
from where you are, it's probably like 60 feet ahead of
Yeah,
you.
however
You can
far.
hear the toads, that quiet like toad noise they make, you know. And there's like bugs and chaos. You can hear the water splashing with all the tadpoles that are in there.
Does anyone have like a big area of effect, electrical?
I
Fire?
can turn invisible.
Fire?
I have
I
fire.
have shatter.
All right.
Shatter, yeah, I do have that,
They
but
can mute too.
There's only 2.
So I want to stay.
oh, that's unless I go invisible.
I want to stay at least 30 feet away from them,
Okay.
but like and kind of back away. I don't want these. I'm going to help hide them this time.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide them. Like, okay, guys, just
Like that you call
Hi.
them these.
yeah.
What help these?
All right, so I'm helping them be 18 points of good,
what
decent
happens.
stealthiness.
Good thing. I rolled a 4.
I rolled an 8 plus 4. so
Okay, and I'm
12.
gonna
7.
work myself
total
up a
was
little bit
Tucker,
here.
get yourself together.
Give myself to get a little guidance there. Come on.
Hide
You got
Lily
this.
and
You got
Sirach
this.
and Artir.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my invisible cat drape around you so we know what's going on. You're
Okay.
not wearing an invisible cat. It purrs.
It's singular
And
quality.
then it
And
dawns
then it
on me.
bites.
And then it bites, yeah, because it's a
That's
cat.
what cats do.
Like,
Did you
like
touch my foot?
I'd be like, thanks for the offering.
It does claw now. There's like a sharp
Thanks, peace offering. I appreciate this.
mage hand to the back of the head. Let me roll that attack.
Excuse me, guys. Excuse me.
You see all 12 of the toads turn towards you
Hi.
immediately, like.
Oh, sorry. Did I interrupt something? I apologize. Did I interrupt something?
Leave! This
Here's
is
the
our
thing.
spawning grounds. Leave!
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I am going to leave. That's going to happen probably.
Now!
But before I do, I just need to give you a warning. You guys are spawning too much. You're expanding, and there's going to be an army of baboon people with spears coming and murderer death killing you all.
So one of the toads behind the one that you're talking to just opens its mouth and goes, and you see like half a baboon creature fall out of its mouth.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's one.
And then you see like the tadpoles like all over it and start eating it.
Okay, wow, you got one. There's like 100 of those, and there's. Oh, can you count this high? 12 of you. 100 of them, 12 of you.
We are expanding. We will destroy everything.
All right. Is there any way? I mean, seriously, you guys are just. I mean, really, just seriously, can you just like hop along somewhere else? Spawn somewhere else? It'd be great.
No.
While
This
this
is
is,
our land, our cave.
while this is going on, I just want to take like a quick look to see if there's any other exits from this place besides the one we
No.
came in. Okay. Tucker, Lily, Artir, let's go.
Ooh. Okay.
Wait. So you just now they know you're here.
Oh, awaken mind.
Yeah, he was awake in mind.
Oh, awaken mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go.
Oh, okay. So good. Then I think. So you want to run away? Like a
I-
coward?
I can't hear that.
He can only do it one way.
Yeah,
Oh
because I don't have detect thoughts.
Oh my god.
God! I just so wanted to rub that in your face because you did it to.
Someday.
What are you thinking?
All right.
We're in a cave.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Cool. I'm just
Cave in.
gonna take it all in though. I just want to get like an area of how many
Yeah.
tadpoles are, where the frogs are, kind of thing.
There are an uncountable amount of tadpoles in that pond. Like, there's so many tadpoles in the pond.
Yeah,
there's
but like,
not
what
enough
is the
water.
square footage area
Oh, the whole pond?
of the tadpoles in that pond? Are they kind of all collected?
It's like the whole pond is filled with them. The pond is probably like 60 feet in diameter, and it's full of tadpoles.
Can flame damage like kill stuff in water?
No.
Boil it.
It's more like halved.
But yeah.
Can I boil it? Boil it if I just like
Prestidigitation.
hold the
mean,
fireball in there and just
You'd
kind
have
of
to
like boil the water?
It would take a while to boil it, though. It's full of toads and tadpoles, though.
I'm just going to send a message into everyone's mind again. Well, except for his, because he does know what I'm doing. Cave in.
That was my next thought. I was gonna ask, how does the cave walls and all that, like, using my cat, how does it look in that room?
It doesn't
Like, does
look super, super. I would say that if you want to cave it in, you probably could. It's the kind of cave that's been eroded by water for a while, so it's not the kind that's been like shaped nicely. You know, it's just kind of moldy and stinky in here.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
cave-
if you guys can like blast it, I will be on defense and try to keep them from fleeing.
More like we should be outside of this cave.
Well,
Like
I'm
you're gonna
trying
cave
to
the
collapse-
whole entire cave or just this chasm?
I was trying to collapse the chasm.
Yeah.
In, like, we move away from the chasm. It
Right.
tells him to get out, right? So he gets out, and we try to collapse the
The
chasm.
entrance to the chasm.
And as we go, maybe try to collapse the whole thing.
Well, we don't have to collapse the whole cave. Like I
We just have to collapse
believe it
the
or not, I
entrance
feel
here.
like the
and
mushrooms have kind of grown on me.
We
But not
don't
like
know.
physically on me.
You
that's-
just like
that's
turn
gross.
around. There's one on his back. That's like, like oh,
Oh, you're growing on me.
Is it a brain sucker?
Aw.
Yeah, it's just like- like oh no.
Poke it with my rapier.
But yeah,
Gotta
We
get
can
this thing off
shatter-
my chest.
I would. We're pretty much inside of like a mountain, right?
No. It's
It's
just like
just
a
more-
cave in the ground.
Okay, so we went.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went
okay,
downward.
So anyway, we'll back up to the chasm. We'll kind of exchange these ideas. Like, all right, how big is the opening to the chasm?
Oh, it's maybe like 10 feet. It's not super big.
That's the exact
actually-
range of the spell.
It's big enough that the toads were squeezing through it into this like rounded
But
room.
I want the
But
room
there's
has lots of
no-
food. There's a chance that they will break through. I want to collapse the room.
Okay. So we got to shatter at the pinnacle of the dome. there.
Well,
Yeah.
we could send.
But what
that
I'm
up
saying
there,
is, what I'm
And then we
saying
can
is,
also
if you
close
guys
off
are
the door
doing that,
here.
me and Artier will keep the door, so keep them from coming at you while you're collapsing it, and keep them from getting
I
out.
like that you got voluntold.
What?
So
He said me and Artier, and you looked at him like,
so we're shattering the ceiling on them.
excuse me.
All you gotta do is
And
keep me from dying. That's all I'm
Then
asking.
all we have to do
I'll
is
the
just
rest.
walk back
Okay.
out through the doorway we came in and shatter the door.
Yes, that be? I could probably try to back up with Eldritch Blast just to give it a.
But you're gonna
big
shatter
room.
the chasm first. You're gonna
Yeah,
cave in the
Shatter
chasm
the
first.
shatter the room.
Okay, while you're working on caving in the chasm, then I will protect you and keep them from fleeing or going at the entrance to
I'm
the chasm.
standing in the doorway as I look up and
Chatter.
I'm gonna cover my ears.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I'm with them,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna just Eldritch Blast to kind of back it up.
so
Okay.
So that was a 15.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yeah, I'm hitting the
Oh.
wall.
Yeah.
okay,
I
so
mean, you're hitting the
yeah,
rope,
it just
so-
automatically hits because it's not a creature that.
Yeah.
So it just automatically hits. And
Okay.
And it does 12.
Do you roll damage for that though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, still roll damage.
So I did 12
Does it, what
force
is it? What
damage
is it
on
for his
top of
constructs?
his.
Does it do anything for his construct?
Yeah, it does.
That was 2 points off of max.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much?
So
1 point off.
15,
Nine.
20, 15, 22.
22? Okay, so you do 22 and you do another 10, 12? You said
13.
13.
12. 12.
I don't
It's
know.
close to 13.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You bring this ceiling down. You hear all the rocks start falling on the toads, and you're like, wah! Well, you do. You hear their toad language. As the rocks start falling and crunching on toads.
That's to rack it up. Like,
We back up, and then once we're far enough away from the entrance, shatter the entrance.
yeah, it's the same
Okay.
thing. I wanted Eldritch
So let's see.
Mm.
So that's 9. Also 12, 15
And
points of
well, 16
thunder
to
damage.
hit and 9 damage.
Okay. So yeah, you guys start to shatter that, and as you start to close that, you see those little mushroom people as the cave caves in around.
I
them.
kind of trying to hustle them in, kind of like push them
Oh
forward.
no, you're
you
at
know?
the entrance. It's too late. They're in there. They just got caved in.
I have the utmost confidence the little creepy mushroom.
The
guys
mushroom
up around.
guys, I thought they backed away from the cave.
No, you caved in the entrance. You caved in the hole
Room
where the
and the-
toads were, and then you went to the entrance.
No. The entrance to the room where the toads were, as well as
To
the room.
make sure there's
Yeah.
no
No.
escaping.
So you destroyed the toads' room, and then the entrance to the toads' room?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the entrance to the cave, and I'm like, well, there they go.
No, yeah,
No,
we
because
haven't decided on that
then
part.
that means that the toads would still have a food source.
I mean,
We're trying to stop them from having a food source, so they just either all
okay.
so they all
So
die.
you
Okay, so no,
you
that we're
drop
trying-
all the things, and you don't really hear anything for a while. So,
So I'm
But did we
waiting.
get all the little mushroom guys out of the chasm?
well, they never were in there. They weren't
Okay,
in
good.
They were
No, they're
far
not
back.
going in there.
Yeah, they were. They lived in the cave proper, not in
Okay,
the hole
okay,
in there.
yeah.
They were like.
Do they
no.
still look very scared?
Oh, they're terrified, especially after you blow up part of the cave,
boo, boo, boo.
and they're like, ah! And they all are like hiding.
I'm still covering my ears. Is it over?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, mission accomplished. Short
Yep.
rest.
I mean,
If you want to cave in more of the
I
cave.
guess
Do
you
we
could
want-
use your spell slots back. I
I
guess.
mean, you're already short rested for the day, though. Can't you only do it once a day?
Oh, maybe you
yeah,
can.
only
You're
once
right.
per 8 hours.
Oh, you're
I
right. Never
didn't.
mind then. All right, so
Well, I don't know
let's,
if we want to. Can we wait here for a minute, like listening to make sure the frogs don't come out?
If you
in
want to.
there? So, do you guys want to try to?
Yeah,
wait
I can
for-
listen to what they're saying.
Do you want
No,
to
wait,
go?
no, because if there really is maybe a secret exit out or something, so I can know.
You're
we'll
like,
know.
here's a secret exit. Aha! No.
No, like we
you
can
don't-
flee. Well, we don't go
Outside
out
of the
back way.
cave, were we deep enough that the actual ground floor of the forest wouldn't have caved in, or do we
You don't
look?
know.
I kind of want to see what would have what
So
happened.
you want to kind of climb over and go?
You have to go out and see.
Yeah,
Well, let's do that then.
because I want to just make sure that there's no way that these things can get out.
Let's do that and stay as a tight group so
Yes.
we don't get attacked.
That should be fine. Yes.
Okay.
Well, they like me now, so I'm good.
Oh, we're
'cause
not
I've been
talk-
feeding you.
We're
I've been
not
feeding
talking
them
about
your
We're
mushroom
not
recipes.
talking about the mushrooms.
We're talking about like the
frogs.
the big
And the raptors and the
raptors
snakes
and
and the-
snakes and plants.
Oh yeah.
You know, the dangerous stuff.
I mean, all the good stuff.
I mean, the only thing the mushrooms were dangerous to was our tier.
Feel my head.
It's like, oh. Yeah, you just got like a little
They're
bloody.
just not appreciative music.
Or sounds.
So anyway, you exit the cave and you climb over the little berm on which it was under. And you see the trees and all that, and you go around the corner, and yes, you do see where the ground just went. You don't see any toads, you don't see any tadpoles, you don't see much of anything. You do see a couple of very pretty red butterflies, though.
Let's leave the butterflies alone.
Uh huh.
I want to make an extra check.
A
On,
nature check?
Yeah.
What did you say? A nature check?
Next.
Okay.
I want to make a nature check
Okay,
on these
roll your nature
things.
check.
I don't say.
Dude, I'll help him out.
Okay.
I'll be like, well, let's confab.
Okay, well, I have a total of 12.
Yeah, roll again. I don't
Yeah.
know why I rolled that one. Roll again. You get a roll of
Yeah,
the
you
get
have
advantage.
advantage.
12.
Okay. Those are dangerous. Whatever those are, you look at those and you're like, I don't remember what those are, but that's not good.
Bright
Go ahead
colors
and
is
give
not
them a better
good.
look. Nope. That's
Let's-
7,
yeah,
8,
let's
9, 10,
go.
11.
Yeah.
They're
So
dangerous. Let's
we
get
wanna
out
go
of here.
around them. Is essentially
We
what
go-
Oh no, we've
go
already done what
backwards.
we want to do. We want to just make sure that there's no way that these toads could get out.
Okay, but why are we going back to those guys?
Because
we
we
gotta let
told
them know. We gotta let the
And we have
baboons
to
know.
let them know
Either
that
way.
we've done this, or else they're
The
going to hunt us
butterflies?
down and kill us.
No, they don't.
Yes, they will. They told us they would only give us permission to
Decent
travel through that
size.
part of the jungle if we did this.
And we needed to go through that part of
Target
the jungle
practice.
to get to the.
Huh?
Target
I don't
practice.
want to go
On
back
the
to them.
butterfly?
They pointed spears at me.
If you
I
want
think
to.
they're gonna know because we caved in
I
where
certainly
the
won't
toads
stop
were.
you.
They're good. I think it's pretty obvious. In
I'm
fact, I
gonna-
wouldn't be
They're
surprised if they had someone
dangerous.
following
Why
us.
not try it?
Then you stay here and we'll go back.
Yep, you can save through mushroom
Either
friends.
I'm probably gonna miss.
I
Fine.
rolled a 14.
Fine.
Okay.
Let's
Be a
split
very
the party.
fun guy.
I don't know why you want to
Into
go. I don't know why you want to go
a
back
red
to them.
butterfly.
They pointed spears at
Yeah.
us. They don't like us. They said we're not welcome.
So Artir shoots into a red butterfly.
Thank you.
And then suddenly, out from you see like all of the trees, you hear like a rustling sound as thousands of these red butterflies go
Run!
fly down from the canopy.
So you made it.
I'm joining him running back towards the monkey camp. The ape
I'm
camp.
never taking you guys camping again ever. Like seriously, like of all the people who can behave themselves in the woods,
We're
I thought
running,
you would
we
be the
can't
last
hear
person.
you,
like
Grandpa.
you, like why?
Are you still standing there?
Grandpa,
The
run.
butterflies start to land on your face and all over you, and you take 12 points of damage as they start sucking your blood out. Just covered in red butterflies.
60 feet away, just produce flames back. Hit as many butterflies as I can
They
with
start
it.
like,
Eldritch Blast.
just like, ah!
And once I'm out of range of that, I'm just sending, because I have 240 feet of firebolt.
You guys just go ham for a while as you run back to the village of the apelings. He shows up covered in butterflies.
Prestidigitation, just like small fires all over it. I guess,
Okay,
to
yeah.
get the
You end up
butterflies.
kind of scaring them off with all the butterflies.
I high five Artir when you stop running.
And you make it back to the village. I'll just,
Just fight an army of red butterflies.
Oh, at least here we could take
Seriously,
a rest.
guys. I didn't think I'd need to tell you something like don't do something stupid like that.
Whatever you say, Grandpa.
Well, I'm not the one without blood.
I think you still got a little
You're
bit of
people
blood.
of nature.
down.
Behave. I would expect this from this guy. He's from a cave. He likes doing stupid like that stuff. Like he's weird. But you guys are all about nature.
My patron actually thinks this is really funny. It's the best prank ever.
Yeah.
you know, it's fine. Nobody died.
No, just somebody got really hurt.
Maybe the ape will let us have a nice long rest and some food.
So yeah, as you re-enter the village, the apelings sort of come down. They're not raising their spears at you this time. They're just sort of aware of who you are and what's up. Were you successful?
Yeah.
We hope so. We've collapsed their cave and hopefully crushed them. There may still be some survivors.
That
but
is a
hopefully-
good plan.
Also collapsed the entrance to their section of the cave, but left the little mushroom guys alone.
Oh yes, the veg pygmies. Yes, they should be fine. They're not dangerous.
Well, they were dangerous to Artir here.
Well, they will attack, but they're not dangerous. They're relatively peaceful, as long as you do not threaten them. However, all of you look very injured. Would you like to rest?
That would be nice.
That would be preferable.
I have a bump on my head that's probably still bleeding.
And this guy's just
Yeah.
bleeding from a bunch of little
No,
bites.
I
Who is that?
managed to bandage up pretty well.
Yeah. So the apeling sort of takes you to one of their little huts on the ground. You see they have like a little. It looks sort of like where they would take like injured apelings, like somewhere like safe on the ground. That they let you in there. Like, you may rest here for the evening, and then you are welcome to travel through our jungle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You are amazing. Thank you.
Do you guys drink anything?
No.
Do you guys like toads or something? Smaller ones? Like magical berries?
There is no time for that kind of entertainment here in the jungle. It is very dangerous.
Yeah. I feel like that's the best time for it.
No. That is how you die.
That's how you die. I'm dying without it.
Butterfly proboscis is stuck in your face.
Maybe some little singed ones as well.
And then so you are left to your own devices
Right.
for the evening. Was that a little much for you? Did you not expect that? You're not expecting the butterflies to attack?
No, it was so amusing.
It was pretty great.
I
He's
just,
never gonna forgive you.
I just break out a deck of cards, my little deck of cards, and just start shuffling them. Who wants to play a game?
I go off into the woods,
The jungle.
the jungle.
I keep saying the woods too, but I'm trying to.
I go off into
specify.
the jungle,
Okay.
and I'm gonna just
I start taking bets on the odds of him coming back.
find a frog.
Like a
Small
regular frog?
Regular frog, whatever.
Okay. That's not hard.
Yeah,
Bites you.
I'm gonna grab it.
Hey, actually, you know what? I want you to roll a survival check before you grab that frog.
Oh no. 20.
Don't be grabbing that frog. That's a very poisonous frog. You probably shouldn't be grabbing that.
Okay,
Darter.
is there a frog that is less poisonous?
Most frogs here are very brightly, beautifully colored. You think like maybe that might not be a very good idea.
Okay, what about any I don't know, mushrooms? I mean, come on, you gotta get a survival check to get some kind
Okay,
of like high or fix.
roll another survival check. You're trying to find something nasty.
Not nasty, fun.
Okay.
I'm trying to find jungle
fun.
party favors.
Jungle party favors. Okay, so you're talking about like animal poop or what?
No, like you know how toad licking. You know how you lick the toad and you get or you eat the mushrooms.
You can lick those toads. I mean, I won't stop you.
Yeah,
That's
will
really
it kill
what
me?
You don't know yet, do you?
Fine. I'm just going to climb a tree and just kind of like take a nap, commune with nature kind of thing.
Okay. All right. You do that. You
I'm actually trying to get the monkey people in on the bets of how long it takes before he comes back or if he's coming back.
The monkey people don't seem like they're much for
Fun.
that kind of fun. They look like they're always on the defense. If you kind of watch them through the evening before you guys rest, you see that they come in and out. Little like patrol groups come in and out. They bring in like gathering and like hunting things they've been out and about. You see them repairing some of the structures. You know, one of them brings back a dead raptor.
Thoroughly intrigued.
Can I ask, like, one of them, do they interact with the giants at all, or?
No, we do not. We avoid them at all cost.
That's good. That's smart.
Yes.
Do you know anything about any, like, rare plants or ingredients, like magical things that people are always looking for?
Perhaps. There is a moss that grows in this area.
A moss?
Yes. We call it the dewlight moss. It's very dark in its color. And the specks of like glittering water in it are very sought after for some wizards. We have a lot of traveling spell and magic users that come through this area trying to find the water that sprouts from this moss.
Do you know about what's area it's most commonly found in, or it's supposedly found in?
Not particularly. It's hard to find. It doesn't live very long. It could be anywhere. Normally near the ground. Doesn't go up too close to the light. But it is very rare. And really lives for 2 or 3 days at most. When they come to collect it, usually they spend a few days collecting enough for some kind of vial at least. But they need to find it a few times before they have enough.
Is there a time of year that it comes, or
No,
just
it's anytime.
random anytime?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Some say it's based on the magical flow.
The magical flow.
Which has been getting up pretty high there, so I'm sure there's a lot of it around now.
Is there a way we can feel the magical flow, like in the magic users, or?
No, I would say not really. You can't. It's hard for you to tell. I would say that those of you that are magic, I think all of you have magic, right?
Yeah.
So none of you feel like you're experienced enough to be able to tell that. You know, it doesn't
Yeah,
feel
it's
like.
It's like trying to read the ley lines
Yeah.
when you have no clue which
Which you'll
which
cast
ley
attack
line is the
magic.
right one.
You'd be able to detect if
You could detect magic in your area, but it's not going to give you that kind of thing. And honestly, it's because you feel like you're not skilled enough to be able to do it. Like, a lot more wizards and sorcerers and casters can kind of understand it, but and all those of you, you know, you've learned magic before, and you know those who have taught you can do it, but you don't think that you're ready for that yet.
We're within 30 feet, though, so we can kind of.
So if we can kind of get in the area, we can find it. Is basically what.
More or less, you think if that you might be able to find the moss if you went about it that way, but you know.
All right, so we're kind of queued up on that. We've had a long rest. You guys ready to make our way towards
Have you
this?
come back? Because there's like a chart on the side of the chart, like
Yeah,
so
I
and so
come back.
bets comes back high, like odds of how
Yeah, I
you're
come
coming
back
back
and
and
I'm
when
feeling
you're
a lot
coming
better,
back.
actually.
Before going,
What?
Feeling a lot
Sorry.
better.
in the hour before we went to sleep for the night, I would have ritual cast Find Familiar from my book.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to figure out which.
What you want?
Yeah, to be honest, I kind of want to go with the owl, but the thing I have doesn't have owl in it. I'm like, I actually got to look it up.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the owl
Okay.
because it only allows like, I think it's like
It's like
Pretty
CR one.
CR 0
Half 0, yeah.
because it's like bat, crabs, frogs, hawks, lizards.
Some of my familiar, it's a
Oh, it
crab.
doesn't even say what its CR is in this.
You just have it.
It's a CR 0. It's next to the experience points that you
It's
get
like
from
go.
Oh yeah.
Make him have disadvantage. And just throw it out.
Yeah, that's what it says
It's
right
like,
here,
ah,
like
that
keen
one you
hearing and
need.
flyby.
You know what though?
it. Yeah,
I have to say.
that's why right there, flyby.
I'd have to say though, if I had a crab as a familiar, or if somebody else, like if you had a crab as a familiar and you threw it at me, I would get disadvantage because I'd be shook. I'd be like,
It's
I
just
don't
like-
know.
Don't know what to do.
And
It's like pocket crab.
and you're like, good.
You must call it Mr. Pincers and you must yell, Mr. Pincers, pinch it.
And you just throw it at people, and they'd be like, what? Anyway, aside
yeah.
from that, moving on. So you guys have your rest. You get ready to travel. Where are you going? Are you going directly to the temple? You heading straight that way?
We're
What-
going to the we're
I'm
going.
gonna ask the 8 people if there's any other notable areas to try to check, either for this moss or just skirt around the giants to try to check out.
If I were you, I would avoid staying near where the giants have their homes. If you go to the temple, however, you
where-
may have a better chance if you follow the giants to where the moss is. They know where it is. They know how to find it.
Can you, on the map point out where the giant's home is?
So he kind of circles a couple areas of known giant villages. So you know that there are villages of those specific giants there. And they also warn you, they say, these are not giants that you can trick. These are not foolish giants. These are not like hill giants. These are much more dangerous than you might assume. So please take caution.
Good to know.
Rocky
So
Mountain
we will be
Giants.
avoiding these routes. And before we leave, though, then with that in mind, I'm going to kind of route out how we're going on the map, how we're going to get to the temple, and like X marks the spot.
Okay, yeah, you kind of figure it out
Yeah.
as you go. So you begin to make your travel through the jungle. Now that you're more aware of the shenanigans, you've been aware of toads and raptors and bugs and butterflies and all kinds of good stuff.
Viney, snaky thingies.
All that good stuff. And so you travel for a few hours before you start to hear the heavy thud of big footsteps. It doesn't sound like it's coming towards you. It doesn't sound like it's running at you, but you definitely hear like something stomping around up ahead of you.
I'm going to climb a tree, be stealthy about it, be as quiet as I can about it.
Okay, roll your stuff.
And I don't want to get noticed if I'm climbing this tree, but I want to get some bird's eye view here.
That's a sound effect we're getting next week, I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now.
You need a little.
Anytime someone rolls that low.
Everybody, you need like a little clicker to just set it off.
Okay, so I'm being 6 points of stealthy as I climb this tree here.
So you climb this tree
And almost fall.
with your
I'm being so
stealthiness.
quiet. Guys, I'm being quiet.
I'm
you
being
be quiet
so
too.
quiet.
I'm being really quiet now, so don't say
Whatever
anything.
you say, Grandpa.
So this
You
thing,
can't see me right now.
when you climb up this tree, you see that this giant is as tall as this tree. This is an 18-foot tall giant. This giant is huge. It has like light greenish skin. It's wearing clothes that have been woven out of like big tree like bark and branches and like vines and all that kind of stuff. It's got a huge longbow on its back. And he has like long hair and he has it pulled back and tied back with like a vine. And you see it, he kind of like is looking around at the ground. Near where you think your friends might be.
Okay, so I've got to do a bit of a distraction. So I'm going to fire my crossbow like away from something, like maybe like 30 feet at a tree or something.
Nearby it?
Not nearby it, kind of like in the direction. So it's kind of like looking down where they are, right?
Yeah, it's looking around like. at
So
the
I want to
ground.
kind of like re-hide, kind of position myself so I'm like kind of like on the tree so it's not looking at me, and just kind of like fire behind it, at the tree behind it, so it
Okay.
kind of turns around.
So you fire at the tree behind it. You hear that like as it hits the tree. You see the giant immediately turn on, and it like he pulls off his bow and pulls out a giant arrow, which is like longer than all of your bodies. It's this huge arrow, and he strings it, and it kind of you see it look at that, and you see it start to follow the pattern, the path of where that arrow might have come from. You have
Okay.
5 seconds to decide what you're going to do before this giant.
I wanna like freaking camouflage and hide
So you're gonna
up
stealth.
hardcore.
Roll your stealth.
Roll stealth.
Try to do it something really tiny so you can't.
Well, worst case scenario, that's what I'll do as a bonus action. Turn into something. 18.
Okay. That would be. So you duck behind the tree real quick and kind of hide in the leaves a little bit as it turns around and it looks right at where you just were, and you see it kind of squint and lean its big giant face forward and like look. And you're like, there's something here, and it backs up.
Well, either way, what are these guys doing while this giant is?
And it reaches forward
It's coming at me.
and it shakes the tree. Roll your strength. Hold on as the giant shakes the tree.
19.
19.
Actually, it's athletics. It's 21.
Okay, so you manage to hold on to the tree as the giant violently shakes the tree. Like vines and leaves and crap is falling everywhere. Huge branches. You guys see all of this. You guys are seeing all of this.
Are they
I
at
was
least
just
like taking this cue to kind of get away?
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
I'm
Gonna
just
hide.
trying.
Okay, so you guys are gonna hide?
I'm just going to wave to him.
Putting myself in
as
near danger.
I just like put my fingers like this and visibility.
Okay, so you turn invisible. So you see him disappear and these two like kind of duck and hide behind
I
things.
try to hide at
What's your stealth?
10.
9.
10-9. Okay, well, I'm sure that's gonna go really well.
Well, shouldn't they get advantage since he's kind of distracted?
No. Okay, so you
I let my cat go
hold
invisible
on,
and hide.
and you see him stop shaking the tree. And he looks down to the ground where you guys are. And you manage to hide. You manage to hide. You see him kind of look down at the bushes. You see him take out his bow, and he holds it at arm's length and kind of like runs it over like the plants and the bushes and things. And you guys stay down low as he starts to sweep around down in there. And he stands
I don't care
back
about my
up.
clothes. I'm lying in the mud.
He stands back up at his full height, 18 feet, puts that bow away, and he turns away and starts to walk away. And then he stops and he says, I know you're hiding from me. and it would be best if you left this jungle. And he starts walking away, back further in.
Prestidigitation to clean any sort of.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still
Stand up,
concentrating
and,
on this.
stand up and clean myself off once he's far enough away.
Okay.
Not a full clean, just
I kind of unclench.
His hands are stuck in that holding
When
on
he
to
gets
the
that
tree.
away, but kind of just kind of focus, kind of just watch where he's going. And I mean, like, how far till he goes out, get out of sight?
So you see him kind of like
Can I
walking
climb a
for a
tree?
few
Like,
moments.
can I climb even higher and see if I can?
Yeah,
get a
you
better
can climb
view?
up to the canopy, and you can see the top of his head. Like the trees, like part while he's walking by. He's just like moving them like they were like reeds or something. Like he's having
Okay.
no trouble. And you can see his head kind of going through the canopy until he starts like running. He just starts running. You can see like part of the jungle starts to like dip down. It looks like he jumps down like sort of a cliff area and disappears further down. Or at least an area where the ground goes down enough that you can't see him anymore.
Send you a message. You see anything up there?
Yeah. So about how far did he go? And was he going towards the temple?
No, he was not going towards the temple. He just kind of went into the woods and then kind of disappeared into the jungle somewhere.
Does it look like? If I check on the map, like, did it look like he was going to one of the villages?
No,
One of the residence areas?
no, nothing like that.
Okay. And he doesn't look like he's going in the direction of the temple.
No,
And is he still along the route that we were on?
not really. So like the temple's like this way. You guys are kind of. He went like kind of over here.
Okay. Did it look like he was okay? So I'll come down. I'll kind of brief him. I'm like, all right. So do we follow this guy or do we go to the temple?
like we know nothing about him. Was he going for the moss? Was he just sitting here to yell around the jungle looking for people?
Probably looking for the moss.
So do we want to follow him?
Didn't the baboon
Hence
guys
why I
say
asked
to
the question.
follow
Please
the
don't
giants?
answer my question with another question.
Whatever you say, Grandpa.
God damn it.
Yeah, didn't the baboon say to follow the giants because they knew where the
Yeah,
moss
if we
was?
want to look more for the moss, the giants would know where the moss is better.
And we want to find the moss because that's what we were sent to do. I thought we were sent to investigate the hag.
to see
Yeah.
if she's looking for the stuff, but if the giants work for the hag and they're looking for the moss, then we can assume that yes, she's looking for
And
the
if we
stuff.
can get a hold of the stuff before the hag,
We need to find out.
then
if
our
she-
mission is complete anyway.
We need to find out if she's part of the coven. That's what we're here for.
That's true.
That too, but I
If
thought
she's
it was
helping
to
the coven.
see if she was looking for magical spell components, just like
I don't remember.
We must know if she's part of the coven. We must
yes, Grandpa.
know.
Reaching for my quiver.
That was a reach. That was a reach. You lose 2 levels. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. 2 levels. You're dead now. Your intelligence is 0. You're dead. No. Okay.
You have negative inspiration now.
You have negative inspiration. No more levels for you. Okay. So you had a very close encounter with this giant. Very close.
So,
Where are you going?
are we going to follow the giant or head to the temple? Those are 2 choices.
Yes, I think we should keep asking that question over and over again. So
I
discussing.
think you should answer that question.
Yeah, there you go. No, I was being sarcastic.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
Grandpa,
was-
we get it, Grandpa. Wait a second.
Yeah,
Grandpa.
yeah.
We'll get
I'm
you a
not that
rocker
old by elf
later.
years.
I raised my hand.
I'm not that old by elf years.
Yeah.
The giant didn't seem like he really wanted to hurt us. He just wanted us to leave. Might we be able to try and talk with him?
You know
That
what?
is a possibility.
He
You're.
They're
I don't
supposed
know.
to be intelligent.
I don't know if we really want to go based on that recommendation because we're talking about a guy who probably saw the snakes and thought, oh look, they're hugging us.
I don't think he's that dumb, Grandpa.
You can keep calling me grandpa all you want, but he's the old one.
Yeah, but he doesn't act like it.
Okay. Anyway.
I suppose we can probably follow footprints.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I say we should go and follow the giant and see
Far
if we
behind them.
if we can talk to him.
far behind them.
Maybe he's going to the moss. Maybe.
Also, what type of giant were we told that the hag had?
Hill giants, but apparently smart hill giants.
No, not dumb giants.
These are not hill giants.
Yeah, they're not hill giants.
Oh. Well, we were told it was hill giants that they were.
We were told the hag had the hill giants.
That was not a hill giant.
Yeah, that
So-
was not a hill giant.
Those I would say that hill giants are common enough that you guys have probably at least seen one sometime in your life. Those things are big, dumb, kind of. They're not that big compared to this giant. Hill giants are like what, 10 feet tall? No, they're bigger than that. They're
They're
like
like 15.
15 feet.
minimum.
They're big, but they're not like this thing was 18 feet tall. It was
hill,
not.
hill giants are more big in the wide
Yeah, they're
sector.
like. They're
Can
big.
I try
This-
and figure out what this giant was? Like, its height?
It's gonna be difficult. You've never seen anything like that, but you can
But
try.
I know
Nice.
songs, so there might be a possibility of.
Maybe.
It's going to be difficult,
yes, you can try.
but. And that 20.
And that 20. So you think back hard. You think back very hard, and you say, "Oh, they're specifically called jungle giants, and they're very good at sneaking around out in the jungles out here. In fact, you might never know when one is around because they're that good at hiding because their skin is green and they wear green. There could be one watching you right now."
Okay. Well, I'm going to relay this information of like via. I say there's a song that I remember hearing about this, and I tell you what little I know.
So all of you roll a perception check.
I'm gonna roll for my too.
Okay, so
Nope.
I got an 11.
The trumpet sound.
You're busy thinking about giants.
The
24.
24?
19 and 12.
I believe the owl has advantage on perception.
Yeah,
so
roll it.
Let me do the owl. So let's see if it's a nat 20. Nope. All right, so 19 and it's a 19 on the die, and
Okay.
they have a pretty decent.
So
bonus.
those of you that got over 18,
Not me, but my owl.
see for just a moment, you see a silhouette of some kind of really big, like green body that like ducks behind a tree. And we're gonna call it there for today. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching our whole giant adventure. It's gonna be pretty fun out here in the jungle. So we'll see you next week at 7 p.m. here on 2050 Esports. Have a good night, and may the dice ever be in your favor.
Bye.
Maybe they won't die. Who knows? We shall see.